would like to welcome our guest Bas Poules from the Director of Energy Transition at the Ministry of Economic Affairs of the Netherlands. Welcome.
Thank you.
You are here in Poland with a mission, economic mission from the Netherlands to Poland. Could you tell us what are the main goals of your mission this time?
I think it's twofold. On the one hand, we have a big delegation of Dutch companies at the fair here, different areas from shipbuilding, construction, but also consultancy and other aspects dealing with wind energy. And on the other hand, I'm accompanying the Minister for Climate and Energy, Mr. Hopp, who is here for the conference, but also doing a bilateral visit to Poland, speaking to some of the ministers here in Poland today and tomorrow morning.
What kind of companies from what branches of the economy are interested in cooperation with Poland?
I think in general, Dutch companies are very proactive in collaboration. We have learned over the years as a relatively small country that you can only tackle these big problems like climate change or energy transition by partnering with other partners, not only within the Netherlands, but certainly also outside. What we have brought here is a group with variation of backgrounds, because in the Netherlands we have, I think if I compare with Poland, we're a bit ahead on offshore wind. So some of these companies have big experiences on the North Sea, the area where we are developing our wind energy. And actually recently, last week, the minister published a roadmap for up to 2030, which includes the target of 21 gigawatt on offshore wind at the North Sea. Mm-hmm. And these companies, and it's again a variation from construction, shipbuilding, servicing, training, they are here as a group, not only to share knowledge and expertise with Polish partners, but also to look whether they can use Polish partners for their supply chain back in the Netherlands, and the other way around, of course, to look whether they can enter the bids or the big targeting of the big offshore ambitions here in Poland. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a mutual way of trade and innovation exchange between both countries.
Okay, are Dutch companies interested in the Polish future offshore wind farms?
I think because the ambitions in Poland are going up very steep, as the minister this morning also was telling. They've also been very quick in describing the new areas in the Baltic where the development will be. The general idea is it will only speed up in all of the European countries where you have offshore wind, also in Poland. So to be there at this point of time, I think it's a crucial way of establishing a position in the Polish market. And again, also the other way around, Poland is a huge manufacturing country. So also for some of the supply chain activities to the Netherlands offshore networks, we can use Polish companies also to combine their forces with the Dutch companies.
I see. Are these energy firms? Are these construction companies? What are the sectors represented?
It's mainly construction. Mm-hmm. The Dutch have a very long history in offshore oil and gas in the North Sea. And these companies have been further developed in servicing offshore wind. So we don't have any turbine builders in the Netherlands. We do have one or two big energy companies like Shell. It's a bit more British than it is Dutch nowadays, but it's still very much based in the Netherlands with its activities. But the other ones are, for instance, there's a company here building special ships for servicing offshore parks. It's one of the major players in Europe. You have a lot of dredging and concrete structure buildings who make the foundation of who do search of the areas, the seabed areas. So that type of special companies are in the delegation and also very strong from the Dutch point of view.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you.